Okie dokie. I was kind of curious. I posted another short and I seem to do variable, but that one did okay. Okay, and Unity was being stupid because I tried opening it and then it said it had a problem. So either that or my security thing was also being stupid. Because it looked like that was also... That might have been what it was. Okay. I also wanted to play around with this Ludo scene thing here. Alright, well, okay, maybe I should state what the main goal of the stream is before I get distracted. Is that I want to put a number on them, so I want to turn the balls into pool balls, essentially. So I think I have an example. Where I made like a texture. Yeah, there. I made an example texture, so now I just have to figure out how to get this, but with a number that you can actually switch out. Which I don't think I actually have that circle anywhere. Because that I need that as the first piece. So that's an easy first piece. But that's the goal for the stream, is to get numbers on the balls. Ideally, like numbers that you could plug in instead of just making a texture for every single number. So I don't actually know how to switch out a number inside of a texture. And I don't know if that's entirely possible within Unity. I hope there's some way to do that, but we'll see. But first I wanted to mess with this Ludo scene thing, which is a game picker. So kind of like based on games that you have, or based on games that you pick, it will pick other games. And I wanted to give it a try, and I figured, you know what, I could wait until stream starts to try it. Maybe we will start with the top and then go down if it lets me do all of these. Drag cards down to add them to games you've loved or games you want to pin to play next. Drag cards up if you dislike them and want to exclude them for your recommendations. Tap on the game pack to dismiss a card that you're not interested. Let's see what's next. Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to do was Bury Me, My Love? I don't entirely remember this one. That's what they're gonna start with? Wow, okay, I guess they are doing some deep pulls. May know how to help do the number texture thing in Unreal, but wouldn't help in this case. Well, maybe I should switch to Unreal. That was the other thing I wanted to look at, was doing just an asset for a 3D grid. I looked it up a little bit. There was one for like any kind of shape, which I thought was kind of wild and super cool. Oh yeah, I remember, yeah. That's why I always want to kill time at the beginning of the stream, is because it's going to run ads anyway. Okay, we got 3D grid, because I'm like, you know, if I had such a hard time with this, let's just find an asset that does it for me. Yeah, this is the one that popped up, which I thought was kind of neat. But then there was this one for 50 bucks, and I'm like, you know, I kind of want something that's a little more robust. Yeah, these are tile map editors, and I'm like, no, I need a tile map that I can edit in the game as well. Okay, but since ads are going to start in the next 15 seconds here, that's why I'm just kind of looking through this to kill time. This was making it look... Because I have YouTube running over here? Is that what your issue is? Interesting. No, because this is running? Oh, so this is a full 3D tile map. That's super cool. I love this kind of thing. Like making something like a Captain Toad game would be a ton of fun, I think. In my garden, there was a single flower growing right in the middle of it. Nothing around it standing there on its own. Inspired to make the flower scene in the real. Oh, okay. That's cool. I think I saw a tree like that somewhere. But a flower's kind of interesting there too. I mean, I gave blood once, twice, like a long time ago, and I still get calls. They're like, hey, we need blood. Hey, we need blood. I'm like, I'm not a good candidate. I have low blood pressure and I'm tiny. It's an ordeal for me to give blood. Okay, and I actually am going to take the ad break. Okay. So this is super cool if I were to make a kind of... Man, using this to make like a Frogger game. Like just a straight up classic, maybe not Game Boy, but like a DS Frogger game. Oh, and randomization in the tiles. A year ago hasn't been updated in a year. I mean, still good tool even if it hasn't been updated. Yeah, this is the one I was eyeballing, was simply because it showed this stuff like you can do a grid on top of. At least the final one is like on a Mobius strip. Yeah, there, I'm like that. Would be it'd be fun to do for like a jam or something too. Because I've written that down as an idea of doing a Dyson Sphere tactics. Or like just doing a tactics game on the inside of a sphere. I think would be an interesting challenge. Because I know they have like an RTS that's like what, Planetary Annihilation or something like that? That does an RTS on like planets. But I do think it'd be interesting to do one on the inside of a planet. Okay, but I didn't want to worry about a grid right now. I just wanted to worry about labeling the balls. Okay, wait, and also this. Okay, do I remember Bury Me My Love? That is the real question. This was like a visual novel. And I'm like, that's not typically my thing. So how about we say no? Okay, but I can do a new run. Loved or pinned or dislike. Drop if you know you don't like this game, or tap the game deck to skip. Okay, you can just skip it too. Okay. I think I would love Journey. I haven't played Journey though, because that's a PlayStation thing, right? Or is it on other platforms? I was looking at Shadow of Colossus as well, and it's still on PlayStation. I was like, they didn't re-release it anywhere? Is this also trapped on PlayStation? I know they have an MMO. That game company did an MMO. Oh, it's on Steam. Here I am looking at the Steam page. And it's in my library even. Oh. I guess I should put that down on my list of indie games to play. Oh, and then because this is a new computer, it doesn't have my... Oh my goodness. Okay, there. If I don't already have it on. Okay, indie games to play. Do I have Journey? No, I don't. It's kickstarted, on hold. Where's the full list? Oh, backlog there. How long is Journey though? Oh, Witchfire should be on hold until it's released, really. Okay. That's a game that I think I would like. Oh, Pinned. Yeah, that's what it was, Pinned. Everything. That's a game I think I would like. Oh, okay. Neat. That's okay, that's putting it in loved. Okay, now these are not... Again, I haven't played these, so no. So go in the... Oh, here, click the deck. I keep one... Okay, click the deck. I haven't played it. I have played this. I like this. I don't love this. Was there a like, or was there a love? I don't know if I've played this, though. I only beat it once. And for this game, that means nothing in terms of the story. Well, these are some good picks, because I haven't played any of them. Outer Worlds, I want to play. No, that's just a dislike. I'm not interested in that. Last Odyssey? Nah. It kind of interests me, but not like a ton. Okay, Elden Ring I like, and I've played, and I love. That is a genuine, like, I do know that I like that. It's just confusing when it does the, like, loved. Because I'm like, I played Bayonetta. I didn't get super far in it, though. So it's like, that doesn't really count. Also, I immediately put this into, like... now it's just gonna give me FromSoft Souls-like stuff. Yeah, okay. I want to play that game, but again, it's another one that I think is stuck on PlayStation. I did want to play some more Night Raid at some point. Yeah, okay, this is gonna just peg me as some AAA gamer. No. Games experts. Oh, I was just listening to I've been listening to post games. I'm behind on an episode, but I've been listening to post games. Interesting. Give me experts then. Who else is on this list? I don't know. Well, give me more experts then. Simon Parkin. I don't know Simon Parkin either. Funny that they gave me one that I knew right off the bat. Jody Azar. Don't know either. Rami Ismail. I do know who that is. And Towerfall. Haven't played it. I mean, these are good recommendations. It's like based on this stuff. Oh, they showed a list of people that were like, yeah, experts for who made this and stuff. Okay, yeah, Zalavir I've heard of. I know the one guy at the meetup, the game dev meetup, he says Zalavir's super cool. Passage. Do I know this game? I was gonna say, yeah, Jason Rohrer.
When I think about video games and what they are and how they function, I think
Yeah, this guy's made some really interesting, weird stuff. I always think of that, Inside a Star-Filled Sky. That game is wild. Where it's like all the enemies are also levels that you can go inside of. I don't think it, I don't remember if it reviewed well, but the idea is just wild to me. Yeah, where all of the levels that you shoot all of these guys in are also levels in and of themselves. And I think you can also go inside of the power-ups and stuff too. Just like this weird recursive shooter. Yeah, this is somebody that I want to follow. I don't think I've actually played any of them. Okay, yeah, I do have Inside a Starfield Sky, but I don't think I've actually played any of the games. I just know of the games. They're absolutely wild. Oh, shoot. That feels like a name I know. That doesn't. Also doesn't. I was gonna say, okay, a Rocket League streamer. So it just sounds like a streamer name. Yeah, absolutely no clue. Okay, so what are these specials? Recent discoveries? What is this? Okay, yeah, no, discard it. That's not... This is me just trying it out. Oh, hey, I know who that is. Indie... Shoot, I'm on the Discord, I think. Oh, shoot. What is his channel? It's Indie something. I watched his stuff for a while, and then I think he said he was going to do it full time, and then didn't do that really, and then lost track of him. Indie Gaming X. Wait, I got it. I didn't even see the thing, but Indie Gaming X. Okay. And then did he change the name or something? No, okay. Yeah, because I think he was trying to do like a podcast or something at some point too. Okay, a month ago. So he's still doing this. It just stopped giving me the games and things. Yeah, I think he was doing long plays of indie games and stuff too. Okay, a year ago, yeah. So he wasn't doing a ton. Hexic HD. Merge Maestro. I've been seeing little bits of Northern Light playing this one. And then just hearing. Oh, then we merge the hammer into the, and then we get a light bulb, and then the light bulb becomes a house, and then oh man, I lost my light bulb. Yeah, I like having just a slight bit more layer of like the complete abstract icons. I think like there's so many people are like, this is the most sort your salad game I've seen. Which I think I agree. Yeah, there. 2 1s become a phone, here's skulls as you fight blowfish and whatever else. And I know Loot Plot does the same thing, where they just do like completely random items. And I like having just a slight bit more sense to everything. Find a 3 more voxel stuff for Unity if you're interested. Could send a list. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I don't know if I would. Well, I guess it depends on how the voxels work. I suppose it's something I could think about for this Plunk game here, but okay, that was neat. I'm good on that for now. Okay, I just wanted to get the texture. Okay, let's hit play. But yeah, as I keep thinking about how I want to make this, I'm like, no, I think I need to have an actual grid working, not whatever dumb nonsense I have, but like an actual 3D grid working, because I'm just like, oh, if I do a range of like, you know, this square and then a range around that, I'm like, no, I need a grid. I can't just half-ass what I'm doing here. So yeah, I got all the way up to the like adding a hole there. Why is this hole here? Yeah, I think the easy solution there is to just have some kind of stopping force in the middle. Okay. That's all the background musics? Will we? Background music again? Oh, this is a 3. It's an older set or a newer set? That's the play all there. Can I just do videos play all? Yeah, because a lot of them are still labeled background music. Playlists, everything. 2025? Oh, there has been new stuff in 20... Oh, there has. Is this everything? No, that's everything. 49 videos looks a little more like everything. Okay. But a GitHub and a GitHub. Okay, so not a Unity asset store kind of voxel system, but... Okay, very much more of a Minecraft sort of voxel system there. And then here, a marching cubes implementation. I don't know, this stuff intimidates me so much. I think it's so cool, but it intimidates me so much. And I don't think the kind of stuff I make is... It's not this kind of survival game stuff, so... Super cool to look at. Again, we'll just pile up all the tabs and lag out my computer. Okay, so this... Test there. I just need that circle again. Do I have that somewhere? Every time. Oh, and it's shoot, it would be on the old computer, which means it would be somewhere. Okay, here, pictures, maybe? No, that's just all sorts of old pictures. No, okay, that's trivial to remake, so let's just do that. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I thought there was only 2 links there. Oh, that's a little more... That's slightly more smooth in one axis than the other, at least in this screenshot, which is kind of an interesting way to do that. Yeah, I guess I could compile a whole set of links like this for other voxel engines and stuff, but I don't know. If I can't even get a grid working, I don't imagine that I'm going to be able to get, like, some oct trees working for some kind of voxel engine. Yeah, some kind of level of detail system or whatnot, so... Okay, I just need a basic circle. Seems a little thick, actually. Size, put it down a little bit. Okay. That seems a little thin. A little thin. You'd think doing a basic circle would be easy, and yet somehow there's still multiple steps to a basic circle, even. The way I do it. Okay, then we paint buckets with white. No, that's not how you paint bucket. Swap them. You're not white, are you? Yeah, I was gonna say, you look like a gray. You need straight up white. There we go. Is it filling? It looks like it's filling into the edges on this. Okay, now we crop. Doesn't have to be perfect, because then I can go here. Let's squeeze it in. Can I get it like pixel perfect? Yeah, might as well. If 2D is too difficult and 3D is also bad, then just make it 40. That feels like a line from a movie's. I'm trying to think of the... Oh, no, it's not a movie. It's Fallout. Fallout 3. Also, thank you for the hydrant. Yeah, it's like 1 dog ain't enough, and 2 is too few. It's 3 dog. Guzzled down that water a little too fast there. Okay. It's Monday. I feel like I should be more energetic than I am. Okay. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to take off the... it's whatever. Okay. So now we just export this as circle. Outlined circle. Alright, circle outlined. There we go. And then do it as a PNG. I never remember if it's PNG or JPEG that I want. I think I go for PNG typically. Okay. Yeah, and I'm thinking I am gonna do a retrospective on the GMTK Jam tomorrow. as in like get some kind of presentation going. Especially just because I know exactly what I should have done in hindsight. Is just done, oh, I could have done like a clock roguelike. Okay, PNG has transparency. But no, doing a deck builder with some kind of, you have spinners that are clocks and stuff. Is the like, gosh dang it. None of that like, because that would have all been 2D. That would have all been like, the hard part would be getting the numbers in a circle and the spinner. And that would have been, you live and you learn. And in my case, you don't learn. But is that living? I don't know. I'm surviving, at least, to a degree. Okay, wait, do I want it as... okay, so now we pull up my balls. The physics ball, I think, was the one I was messing with. Yeah, because now I've made it so confusing for myself. And I should just restart. Pull the models over. Go get some asset that actually has an ability to do this in a way that makes sense a little more. Okay, now... I don't have that as a texture. Can I throw that on? Okay, what does that look like? Show me my balls. Yeah, okay, and it's all animated at the start. That was the decision that you came to on this. Interesting. And that automatically made it like a material something somewhere? Yeah, it did. So... what do I mess with on you to get you to... It's because I don't want it to tile necessarily. I just want it to shrink so that it's just on part of the ball and not the rest of the ball. With some transparency so that the other material that's on the ball. Why did you replace all three of them? That was the decision that you came to, okay? There we go. I was like, I want my outline at least. Okay, now circle outlines that you made it under materials. Which is interesting that it did what I wanted there. Okay, animation, can you not... you just do the idle? It's like, give me the regular flat looking ball here. I mean, it's a ball, it's the opposite of flat, but the not stretched. The regular, not skewed looking ball. Okay, now, what doing would do is, how do I get just part of this to... it's looking kind of wild. Is it better or worse? That's worse, I think. I never know which... well, that's neat looking, so then I'm assuming it's gonna do it. Also neat looking. Also not what I wanted at all. Okay. I just wanted it to be smaller and not take up the whole space. I just want it to be on part of the... Okay, so does that mean I need to uncrop it and say... this would probably be easier if I just knew how to texture something in Blender. Then I could texture it in Blender, and that would give me a good sense of... do I want to look up a thing in Blender? Well, it's because I also did this. And then that didn't look right either, and I don't remember what the issue was here. There, okay. Yeah, that's what it was. You were kind of stretched funky. I'm like, it should be. Oh, was that was that square? I mean, obviously this one's square, but was the original square? I don't know where it is though. That's the other issue, is that because it was on the other computer. Then I gotta go dig through my files and find where I put this. Or wait. Yeah, there we go. I just go here and I can open it. Yeah, so that it's square. And that's in the middle of the ball there. So why does it look stretched here? I guess I don't know how it textures a ball in Unity. Okay, so they pull ball. Material. Here. Okay. Yeah, okay, you're not doing anything there. Why you look... It looks very stretched. It looks very oblong. It does not look square. I thought square was what you wanted, but maybe not. Yeah, but tiling doesn't help me either, because that just... Yeah, then it gives me another one of these. That's the right size, though. I don't know, that also looks kind of massive. That I'm actually seeing what it looks like on a ball. I don't know. Nah, that's probably fine. Bigger is probably better, but also, why did that fix it? Because that is what I want, is that look. But also, why did tiling it in only one direction help? Shoot, it's just like I gotta learn Blender so that I can actually put a correct texture on a thing. So that this does not look stretched. Yeah, because it is only in the one direction. It's not stretched in this other direction. So if I do, like, that... Oh, it just ate itself. Whoops. I was gonna say, that should make it stretch even more, right? I'm just surprised that it's not stretching along the Y. It's only stretching along the X. When the thing is square. Oh, and then the sorting priority, okay. Render face front, back. Oh boy. Oh, that's neat. Not really what I wanted, but that's super neat. Okay. Definitely doesn't need both, because it's not... Also, hello. I'm finding that I have no clue how to texture anything. Which, you know, should be apparent, but... Oh, and then ads are gonna start in a minute here. Because I think this looks fairly good. It's like a test to put on the ball, and then I can just remake that, but... What have I decided about the gameplay? Well, for now, since everybody was saying, hey, just go for a high score thing, I want to go for a high score thing. So... If the idea was it's too picky to have a certain ball go to a certain goal, then, yeah, 2 people. That's multiple people. It's more than one. I could also phrase it as my entire audience was, not too keen on it, so... I don't really want to look up a tutorial on how to use Blender right now, but... Because I think this looks kind of nice as a test, and yet that's not how it's coming out in Unity. And then neither was the, like, me trying to add a circle that would let the color come through, too. Because I was kind of hoping I could just put multiple materials on here, and then change the color of one of the materials, as opposed to doing a shader to change them, but who knows. Does need to be transparent for the transparency to come through. Well, I guess it's, right now it's engulfing the entire ball. Also, I kind of want to take the ad break, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know, it's maybe it'll one of those, look at my phone, realize there's some notifications on there, or like update the timers. I always forget to put the timer to say I stopped eating dinner and then I started streaming. Maybe I feel like it's a good habit to stop when the ads pop up. Oh yeah, it does very much look like a hot air balloon with all the other gizmos and nonsense. Speaking of, I could just get rid of that. Okay, I don't know how to texture anything. Okay, maybe we offset you by like... Okay, maybe not. Can you show me the front of this thing? Just like spin the image so that I can see the front of the image, the middle of the image. Why is it showing me the back of the ball basically? Because I'm like, that's the image, and it's showing me here and here. It's showing me this part instead of the front. Oh, hey, look. Oh, wait. So why is this exactly what I want? Well, hey, excuse me. Why is that perfect? And then when I put it on the ball says, nah, I'm gonna do something entirely different. Okay. This makes me not want to mess with this though, because this is what I want. This is exactly what I want the ball to look like. So why does that not look like the same thing here? Okay, so we do 2. Aha! Is it really that squished in the... Probably is that squished in the image, I just... Why is this example off compared to this? Is also the confusing thing. Weird. Okay, the textures. Okay, the in-engine look is making it look weird, but okay. So that's what I want that to look like as the example ball. Now, the question is, can I get the circle outline to look like the same thing? So now we add this circle outline. And then I just want this to, I guess, shrink or tile or something. No, because I think tile is it's like... Because I want the rest of this to show under this. I want this to not cover the whole thing. I don't know how to say that exactly. So... I keep hitting the wrong one. I don't know what the detail tiling is here. Yeah, but then this just looked super cool, but not what I wanted. It's just like, oh, here's all sorts of weird nonsense. Yeah, super neat. Not what I wanted. But at least I got this to look like I wanted. Bummer I can't just hide that. Okay, this is gonna require some searching because I don't know how to anything. Okay, so Unity, like texture, I don't know, like partial texture? Is that a thing? Or like texture, like partial? It's a particle pack. That's particles. That's... What is a partial texture? Okay, so let's see if I can explain it to a person instead of a thingamabob. I'm trying to take this. So I have just this separated out from the color. So I was hoping I could just have multiple layers of textures here. So that this would be there. But then I could just switch out the material color here of this instead of the... Well, because I'm kind of looking to do 3 layers of textures. One that's numbers that I can actually change. This dot as the dot here, and then the color of this. And I think I could switch this out with a shader, but I was kind of wondering... Oh, I did learn about decals. Yeah, I suppose that's the way to do it. I just... Well, okay. That was also a thing I needed to download, or... Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just put stickers on a... You know about UV maps. There's no way to layer textures. Oh, okay. And no, I didn't really learn how to properly do any like 3D stuff. So like the whole UV unwrapping and 3D modeling and texturing stuff. You can really project the text on the mesh. Okay, yeah, I forgot about the decal renderer. What a goof. This is why I stream, so that somebody could tell me. What a goof. You forgot how to do basic anything. Okay, asset store. No, it's not an asset. I'm not looking at assets. I just needed the package manager. And then there should be one for the decals. Somewhere. It's Unity packages. What was the package called again? Decal renderer. Oh, to the URP renderer. Okay, yeah, no, remind me how to do this again. Settings. Render feature to render. The project window. Enter project window. Select enter project renderers. Did I not even have the Unity URP renderer stuff? This is a Unity. This is just restart everything. Burn it to the ground, restart everything, give up entirely. I don't even know how to do basic anything. My brain fell out in the past couple of years. My body shut down. Okay, so do I not have the... Make it an Unreal? I was thinking maybe I should just boot up Game Maker. I think Game Maker is the, like... When I was a kid, that was an easy way to make games, and I'm like, maybe I just never graduated from that. Okay, render pipeline converter? Built into URP. I thought this was a URP. Really? I didn't do... I knew I was doing a 3D project. Layering textures technically work in shader graph, but it would be complete overkill. Yeah. Not a built-in way to do it. So did I seriously not have this as a universal render pipeline thing? Although it did say it like crashed and had a problem, right? Yeah, no, this is Unity 6. I knew I was making a 3D project. If this crashes and breaks and explodes, I'm fine with that, honestly. It's saying I should back it up, but I'm like, maybe... I don't know. It's just, none of this works anyway, so... Just wild to me that this was not already a thing. Do I want to make a copy of this? I guess we'll do it just because it says, just to make more files. So that I have more files. Where is this located? Give me this, I suppose. The file path, show and explore. There we go. Yeah, I could be doing this in Godot right now. I don't know Godot, but clearly I don't know Unity either. I've been very much wanting to switch engines. I don't know if it would help me to do that. This is just a dumb idea. It's gonna take so long to do this, just to make sure that the URP isn't completely exploding anything, but it's not like I'm gonna lose any progress anyway. Why am I so attached to this one thing that just refuses to work? because I also just completely failed at a game jam project as well, that I'm like, oh, maybe I'm the problem. That's the reason. I had to get really determined to make things and finish things right when they got really hard, and I don't know if it's because I'm determined that things got hard, or if that's just you have to be determined to finish something. Yeah, I could just try to do a 2D version of Game Maker today, see how far you get, and then well, nobody put in the points for the goal for remake Plunk. That was a goal, was to just straight up remake it somewhere else. Because I was realizing this physics-based approach is like, I still need a grid for determining like how far something is away from something else. So, was that not a community goal? I thought it had that as a thing. Mute it, please. Don't do the layering. This. Manage goals. Okay, now you're gonna do the layering thing. I don't need an infinite layer of things. That's the follower goal. What was the other? Manage goals. I thought that's what this was. Okay. So then, viewer rewards. Power up and channel point. I could have sworn I added the icon and everything. Not started yet. Oh, dadgummit. Started. There we go. I thought you guys were gonna threaten me with redoing the project again. There we go. I wanted to have that threat looming over my head so that I might... Yeah, okay. I see. Okay, so now it's immediately going to be a whole bunch of points to... Oh, and then this is going to take forever to... It just scared me and said the whole project's going to explode if you don't copy it over. So... what engine would be the best, though? I would say Unity, I know, but clearly I don't. Godot, I like, from the little I touched of it, but I would also need to relearn a lot of that. And then Game Maker, I know, does some kind of 3D stuff now at this point. I could also download Game Maker. I do remember it had like a very tile-based layout. It's like, it was good for making like a oh, it's even on Steam. Well, we can add it to there. Yeah, okay, because this is kind of for your pick. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is like what you start out with for making platformers. Like, this is not a platformer necessarily. It's kind of what this is looking like. Why did I have to get so attached to this idea right when I seem to be able to unmake it and to not make it? I guess I have Game Maker sorta on Steam. I won't download that right now. This was just not a good idea. I didn't need to do this. It's just not gonna do it. It just scared me. It was just like, it's gonna explode your entire project. And I'm like, I had a little bit of progress, I think. Kinda, sorta. I don't know, I probably could just remake it faster somewhere else. This is another one of those, like, let's open up Godot, and then... I think I need to watch, like, a Bracky's video or something on how to use Godot, because... it wasn't as I was like, it seems like nice to pop open just because. Or Godot. Really? Are you not gonna? I didn't have it here, did I? Thought I had it. Oh, I had it on the other computer. I have not downloaded Godot on this computer. Well, then let's download Godot on this computer as well, and then maybe never use it. It's gonna be like Firefox. We're gonna just have everything downloaded and then not actually use it. Oh shoot, I think I know what this game is. I've definitely seen this game. Just Godot it. I will Godot it. Everything under downloads for maximum mess. Yeah, okay. And then it's gonna pop open super fast too. That's the other thing. So like, oh, it pops open fast, and I should also think about messing with Unreal as well. I'm not gonna download Unreal. Unreal right now would be too much. But I should mess with Unreal. Because I know there's some amount of Unreal expertise here, and it very much pops up on every job listing. It's like, do you have Unity and Unreal experience? And the answer is nope, I haven't messed with Unreal at all. I do think it would be funny for to spend like a good 15 years making stuff in Unity to then download another engine and then that be the one that I actually release something in. I had a Godot. No, I had just like I didn't actually have anything started in Godot. Yeah, it's one of those days where I'm like, I try to do a thing and then it just doesn't happen. It's just wild to me that I also did not have this in... Unless this is because of the new computer? No, but the project version file stuff would not have been... I don't know. It's just kind of weird that this is not the Unity Universal RP thing. Render pipeline. Universal role-playing. Okay, wait, so that's Godot downloaded. Let's pin that to the taskbar too, just remind me that it's there. Yeah, I gotta watch a tutorial about how to make stuff in Godot though. Just like I gotta watch a tutorial about how to texture things in Blender and maybe watch another tutorial about how to do Vtuber modeling, because I noticed like the blinking is kind of crazy on my model, and I'm like, it might also be my eyeballs, but I think it might also be my, yeah, there, like that, where I'm like, I'm not frog blinking. It's just the glasses are making it so the frog blinking happens all the time. Well, now what? I think I'm committed to letting this finish. Did I have anything else I wanted to do? Oh wait, what did I write out for the docs 4 plug? In terms of explanation as to how I thought the game would play end to end. Because I thought I might have wrote that down, but... Okay, yeah, that's what I had in mind originally. Was you select some kind of whole goal, being like yellow or green or like 3s kind of thing. Then you place that somewhere, then you place the starting point and then the items. And you can set up the balls within the pipe as well. Then you can send the balls to go whichever location. I also said real-time sorting so that it's also marble drop. Then you buy upgrades. Then you repeat. Don't entirely remember what that note was, but probably listening to a podcast and like, oh, I guess I'll put a note somewhere for something. But that was what I wrote down as the full gameplay loop. So you select some kind of goal, then you place all the items on the board, and then send the balls to whatever locations that you're trying to get them to, which will give you some kind of upgrade, some kind of scoring, some kind of number, and then you would buy whatever upgrades based on that. Trying to think of which games I had in mind when I was thinking of this. I know Balatro was definitely one of them, because I had my whole list of like. I don't think they have Plonk on here anymore. Do they? I kept checking occasionally just to see if that was a. No, they do have it on here. Wait. Does it exist yet? Is this a game that exists? Somebody already made it and did it better than me. As always. Nope, just the Plonky. If you want an example of how to not do stuff, I have 2 projects that ignore all best practices. I'm pretty sure I could figure out how to not do stuff just fine. But they do work. That's what I've heard, is it's as long as it works, that's good enough, that's fine enough. I mean, that's probably good enough and fine enough for like a jam, but there's Plonky, I guess. Wow, it's a 5-star game with 133 reviews. Dang, dude. That feels like it has to be bots, but don't know. Because, I mean, this looks pretty basic. Not bad necessarily, but there is absolutely nothing that is drawing me to this game. The background looks extremely basic. The character looks extremely basic with the like lack of hair. I've even used one of them. And then played the other one on the Pirate Software Jam from last year. Oh no, the tank thing I think was part of the Unreal. Oh, the GameCube was a Godot thing? Is that what you're saying? And then the Pirate Software Jam. I'm trying to remember what that game was. Mistakes were made. So many mistakes. I just tripped and ran through absolutely everything. I just decided that I'm not gonna stop, and then I went and tried to run on an ice skating rink. I said, you know what, I think I finally figured out, I'm gonna go in this one direction and not let anything stop me, and then I just completely slipped and slid. And oh, the transmutation creature puzzle game, yeah, okay. Yeah, I keep writing down a lot of notes for this. This is the other reason that I haven't been as excited about actually making the game, is because I keep running into scenarios like this where I'm like, oh, well, I apparently didn't have the universal render pipelines, and I gotta wait for it to load, and then I just keep struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling every single time I touch this project. It just dampens the enthusiasm. Despite the fact that I'm still very attached to the idea. I think it's just a Rube Goldberg machine roguelike. I think, just to me, it sounds very interesting. And me personally, I would like to have it on a grid, but there's probably a version that if I struggle with Godot too, then what? I'll just keep struggling. Like I said, I'm determined. I'm determined to struggle through it, no matter what it is. But I think that also is so I was just listening to that podcast that was talking about like the Dark Forest versus the... I still have no clue how to manage between I'm struggling with this because I don't understand it, and I'm struggling with this because that's just part of the process. Like, I've heard that making a game, you get into that middle section, the Valley of Doom or whatnot, or the Dark Forest, or whatever other metaphor you want, where it's just finishing the game is hard. So I get into that point, and it's like, okay, now am I gonna finish the game? But I might also be hampering myself by not learning the tools fully and not understanding how to make or do anything, so. Yeah, but it was also looking at Plungeroo, where it was like, no, that is distinctly grid-based. Grid-based is the way to go. It's just... I proceeded to try to use old code and struggle with it. For some reason, just struggled with it so bad. Why are you taking forever? This is probably just gonna say at the end of this, oh, you're not allowed to mess with that because the project's already open. So... 7 more streams, do you have to remake it? Well, this Brandon, do you get help from somebody else? It's gonna be... See, it's also, I was determined, like, you know what, I'm gonna remake the project multiple times over anyway. I feel like that's also part of the process when, like, Fez got remade sprite-wise, like, 3 times, and the art for, Stardew Valley got remade 3 times, sprite-wise, so... That's where I just don't know if the, like, struggling with the tools is part of the process, or if that's just not in my wheelhouse. That's not a core thing. Because I was also listening to that Doug video where he was talking about, like, people have different core strengths, and that, like, he was like, oh, I want to be a musician. I'm going to get really good at music, and then worked really hard to make a song, and it came out okay. And then somebody else was like, oh, I kind of threw this together, and then it sounded much better. He was just like, oh, well, maybe this just isn't for me. And then went on to do video editing and had a lot more success with that. Because he also worked at, like, EA as a programmer and stuff and didn't enjoy it. Until he finally found, like, oh, doing streaming and YouTube was his thing. I've definitely found the streaming part. I very much enjoy streaming. I haven't found that second piece. I don't know exactly what that other second strength is. I keep trying to come up with some kind of idea as to what the second strength is, but... That's why I was writing down all of these, like, just small, goofy little projects. Because that feels a lot more possible for me to just do small, goofy little, like, a bunch of variations of a certain item kind of thing. Instead of, like, let's try to make a whole game. If I just love procedural generation, then, like, maybe I should just focus on that without actually doing a game. But that's the timing of this stupid little project. It's just like, wait, I feel like I really like this game as an idea, even if I can't fully articulate it. beyond the one picture that I have. It's just been torture. Overall, it's just... I'm excited about the idea, and yet every step I take towards making it seems to be in the wrong direction. See, this is another one of the sunk cost fallacy things where I'm like, do I let this finally finish copying it to then just have it have no problems updating it to the universal URP there? Just kind of enjoy learning how to use programs. Yeah, me too. I do enjoy learning, which is why I also think I've never really gotten good at anything, because I just want to like, let's make a game in this genre. Let's make a game in this genre. Like, oh, I haven't made this kind of genre before. Without fully landing on like a specific thing. Like I said, I don't know that I've fully found that second core strength. I was kind of putting down ideation as the second core strength, but... because I think a lot of my ideas are, you know, fairly good, but poorly executed. And I think I have heard from people that like, oh hey, that's a good idea, or that's an interesting way to think about a thing. I'm in a good yap session. I don't really want to take an ad break. I guess I could drink some water though at any rate. I'm just... maybe I could just yap. Well, I probably need to take a break from the streaming to just sit down and learn tools instead of continue to stream. And then come back after that and work on stuff. Maybe I'll take the break. Oh, my brain doesn't seem to be here. suppose I could do some A-Sprite. if we're talking about learning tools and doing pixel art, why do I have 16 hours in A-Sprite? I don't think I've actually properly used A-Sprite. So that's what I was doing on Sunday. I was watching a VTuber drawing some bug pixel art. And I was like, I really should. I did a good amount of pixel art, and yet I don't know how to use A-Sprite. Feels like something I should learn at some point. If I do like pixel art, which I do. Yeah, because that was the other thing. So I wanted to figure out how to... I looked that up at one point, right? Did I have that as a link somewhere? This is just other games and things. Because I do think the idea of importing some pixel art. I didn't put that down as a link anywhere. I thought I found something for import an image into Unity. To then, yeah, it was, no, Unity had something that was specifically like Unity import image. But I think it actually had a method somewhere that was just like parse all the pixels. Maybe that's what it was. Unity parse pixels in image. Because that just feels like a really good shortcut to marketing the game, is to just put in somebody's pixel art and then have the game paint out the pixel art and then say, hey, go check out this person's pixel art because it's super cool. But then it also markets the game at the same time. Get pixels? Aw, shoot. I looked this up and I thought it was I thought I copied over a link that had the exact, here's how you... it would be around here then if I... No, it's just the idea of stress balls as merch. There's too many ideas that I like that are attached to this idea. That makes it so that I don't want to give it up, despite the fact that I just keep running into all sorts of stupid. Got 483 hours in Blender. But that's also just because of model. If I model something to use, I usually just leave it open in case I need to adjust something on the model or need more models. Did I have? Yeah, okay. I got 86 hours in Blender. Most likely because of stuff like that. So, but that is still a lot more hours in Blender than I have. Wow, 86 seems kind of wild. Because I don't really think I've messed with Blender that much. But... Okay, wait, parse image, not pixels, just parse image. Unity parse an image. Why? I could have sworn I found an exact. No, this is just how to get an image into a sprite. How to change an image into a sprite. Well, okay, clearly I need to copy down whatever this link was because I lost it. Oh, this is legacy documentation anyway. you fluffing kidding me? I looked this up and I was all excited because Unity had a thing that was just, here's how you get all the pixels from an image. Wait, will Unity get pixels, maybe? That's not. Texture 2D get pixels. Wait. Contains the pixels row by row, starting from the bottom left of the texture. Maybe that's why I didn't write it down, because it's just texture 2D get pixels. And apply it to the texture. Okay, wait, so Unity get pixels. Is there an example of this? Like how to use this? Because that's something I want to mess with at some point. Like I said, because that would be... interested how many hours I have it on Unreal, but nothing kept track of it. Really? Like the... Because I thought the Epic Game Store, which was less good than the... I thought this told me hours of like how long I've played games, the different games for. So not installed, but yeah, recently played. Time played. Yeah, it has time played. Somewhere. It does keep track of how long you play games, but Unreal isn't in your games library. Yeah, well, I can see it here. It's just kind of surprising to me that they decided to add that as a feature on here, but they didn't add it as a feature in here. But I guess I also don't have any clue as to how long I've used Unity either. Which that's a lot of hours in Unity for me to know nothing about like UV textures or anything. Like, there we go. Oh, it puts it time played, but it doesn't let me sort it? Really? You don't have a sort for time played? Oh, it's already doing it. Okay, the only games I've played in Unreal are Borderlands 3, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and Eternal Cylinder. And that's about it. Okay. Wow, for all of those free games, I have not played a lot. Oh, it is. Multiple of the first-person puzzle games is what I've played in Unreal. Yeah, Godfall I thought was a neat idea, but it didn't really work out. I only played 3 hours of Blood Roots. I feel like I got fairly far before I got stuck on a level, just kind of tossing things around. Oh, I downloaded Auto Chess on Epic. Oh yeah, I did a lot of that, like Might and Magic Chess Royale on my phone. Yeah, I got into Auto Chess for a bit there. This was such a dumb, bad idea. So now we're just not gonna do anything today. We're not gonna do... No, like I said, I want to do a post-mortem on the GMTK Jam. I know that's not going to be interesting for anybody but me, really, but I like having a nice post-mortem of like what worked and what didn't work for the game. And this might be pretty simple in terms of just a PowerPoint presentation, but I can also point back at the days where it was like, okay, here, I got the main gameplay going, and I thought I was in a good spot, and then I proceeded to fall down every rabbit hole that I could, doing stupid stuff like grass, and, oh, let me make sure all of the pegs get spawned in a circle, and then, oh, I can't even spin a clock hand, and, oh, I can't even move the clock. And then I also didn't realize a ring as a torus would be kind of a pain to use because, oh well, the collisions need to be a bunch of spheres, but that also means the audio is, so. And then, like I said, I have what I really should have done is just make a clock roguelike. And then I could also point out all the cool games from the GMTK Jam too. So I think that'll be the presentation tomorrow. And at some point I might actually record the Borderlands presentation that I put together as well. Yeah, that's one of those things. If like I've only done the 2 videos, it's like hopefully I can get a little better at doing that. I don't know, it's just because I like the streaming and I want to grow the streaming and I don't know entirely how to do that. Well, and the one video I watched did say just post on YouTube every day. Or like post multiple shorts a day and stuff. And they do get more views than I would expect. And it might just tick up over time too. Like, do I think this is a good short at all? No. But apparently it did well enough. Yeah, it's like I don't need the shorts to do well on here. No views? Straight up literally no views. It's the same video. That's the wild thing. Oh, it's not the same video. Different tags. Yeah, okay, because these just pull over from the thing. So, that might also tell me that hashtags are important. Because this one I am. Made 23 Unreal projects, 5 of which are public. Yeah, this is not really going to tell me any good sense of... I guess if I looked at the cloud version... I mean, there's a good chunk of the projects that I've made that are also... Like, I just named a project, I put an image in there, and then didn't do anything more with it. So... But yeah, I've got a good, like... 30 publicly released things. Oh, and you're also talking Unreal projects versus... Yeah, because if I looked at just Unity projects, that would make the number smaller just because of the fact that... There's a few Game Maker, not a ton of Game Maker. It's these. I think it's just... Is it just these 3? There's also one that's Crysis, the Crysis engine. Really? There we go. Oh, but I'm talking... Yeah, okay, not stuff on itch, but... Yeah, because the other one that... Yeah, it's on my portfolio as a project. But... Oh, 4. These 4 projects, rather, are all Game Maker. And then the rest is Unity. Yeah, I think I keep trying to come up with some kind of niche to carve out for myself. And I'm like, would I enjoy doing stream games? Like games attached to stream related stuff? I don't know, I've had some fun with it. I gotta remember to keep pulling up that silly little duck roller coaster. Because I think it's fun, and I don't know if it affects something like the thumbnail here for this, to have the ducks in the background. Like, I don't know if that is more interesting or less interesting. I was hoping to get something done today. I was like, okay, I chilled. I just got nothing done last week because I just played GMTK Jam. That's more than nothing though. Like actually playing games and helping other devs see what it looks like to have their game played, I think is a useful, helpful thing. And that's also why I took a break, because that is not an easy thing to do either. Okay, the ducks. Since nothing is working. So yet another day where nothing is working, and I'm like, man, I really only have like a month, maybe 2, left in this year to get stuff done. Because I know I'm gonna lose a month to Borderlands 4. And then Christmas is gonna be busy. Do I really need to take off a month to play Borderlands 4? It's like, Borderlands is such a core part of me. It's stream avatars on there. It's like, yeah. Yes. Yeah, it seems to happen every time I feel like I'm getting closer to making a project and finishing a project, is that something comes up to derail me. Whether that's my own distractions or some kind of health issue or something. Yeah, no, here it's just tech stuff and... Yeah, I don't know that I want to boot up Minecraft. It's like, if things aren't working, do I want to go just to do some other random nonsense? But I think I need a goal to accomplish in Minecraft, and I don't know if finishing the game would be the goal, since there's so many other mod things to look at anyway. It's just the wrong list of games. Yeah, Minecraft is one of those weird ones where I like it, but it's not super compelling for me. Does this have down to jam? Okay, no, it's here, then builds, then down to jam builds. There we go. Yeah, that's a little obnoxious with that placement there. This sucked any momentum I had out of the thing to just make sure I don't lose the project if I try to upgrade the universal RP thing, of which it should have been there to begin with. And then I can't open it in the Unity project because it's sitting here doing something and stuff too, so. And then do I want to learn Godot right now? I wanted to just stick with what I know to try to actually finish a project, but apparently I don't know it very well either, so. That's what makes me disheartened too. It's like, what have I done? What did I learn? in 10 years of doing this if I don't know how to use the engine at all. But I was making 2D pixel games and stuff, so I'm like, okay, no, I can do pixel art. Then I just decided this is going to be a 3D game. Yeah, maybe this is saying I should just do this as a 2D game in Game Maker, and then just make it very plungeroo. I like the 3D look of it, though, and I like the... I think that also separates it, too, is if it is a 3D game, and it's not like the art was the problem, it's just the moving stuff around, and that's going to be a problem whether it's 2D or 3D. Well, this stream might be done early, because if this is going to be stupid, I'm not going to have any kind of momentum to actually finish anything either. Update my portfolio. Sure, might as well. Yeah, this is another one of those big projects that, like, would need to fully redo as well. Well, and that was the whole plan, is to, like, okay, I get a game onto Steam, or I release a game somewhere, then I could, Why is switching it? Well, it's because it said make sure you save off a copy just in case the game explodes, and I was like, I guess I'll do that. This is a new fancy computer. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and now it's just sitting here just doing nothing for hours on end. So, but like I said, now I'm committed. The sunk cost says, okay, let's let it finish this so I can have yet another copy, fill up my computer with yet more duplicates of files, and then don't think you need to worry about that. No, I don't think so either, and it was like the game wasn't working anyway. It was not, wasn't finished or anything either. Like, I've spent so long making no progress that if I lost the game, it's not the end of the world, but I also figured it wouldn't take too long here, and yet here it is taking too long. But you know what, if I can update my portfolio website, then that's, if it gives me a good excuse to do that, might as well. Oh, now it decides. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Now log into. Yeah, that's the it's like Weebly doesn't really exist anymore either. It's just. It's basically just Squarespace. Well, I'm getting something done at least. Yeah, then tomorrow I'm like, oh no, I want to do a retrospective on the last game I made instead of working on stuff. Or instead of working on a game. Which I do think is also important too. Suppose we'll do this one as a copy. That's why it takes me so long to do anything though. Okay, this will be... What's the game I just made? Loop Toss. Yeah, because I need to redo this portfolio so it's not just a chronological list of games. It's filtered by a different set. Because that's not useful for a portfolio. Or at least not super useful for a portfolio. Okay, so now this is actually supposed to be Loop Toss. Okay, a ring toss game. Simulator, how about that? Yeah, this is a boring way to make the site too, is that all of these have the same... Wait, is that actually what it says? Wait a second. It was made for the down to jam. Has that been that way for this entire time? Whoops. I'm not detail-oriented enough to do this kind of thing. Now that the community goal exists prevented you from reaching 1,000 droplets. That's kind of good. Kind of scary for me that I have to remake the game that I'm gonna remake a few times over. Okay, work solo, create a game in 4 days. On the theme of loop. Kind of. 3 days. Because I'm saying my actual dev time was... Well, no, I guess I faffed about on a couple days there. I suppose. Let's see, simulation. And a ring toss at a carnival. And this was 4 days. And the game. Yet another one that I'm not super proud of. And yes, there are some that I am proud of. I don't know what super proud of. I think super proud of would be the... I don't know, because even something like Idle Dice Roller that actually has some numbers backing it up as to, like, people liked it. I also don't know that that was... No, not edit the image. I want to replace the image with wherever it is. Actually, that is kind of close. It's like, oh, I do want to remember that. That's loop toss. And then some images here. Oh yeah, and then I have them all under pictures right now, so yeah. It's always this is always the right time to replace, to do the next, to update the portfolio is just right after the thing. When it's still fresh and easily found. This whole day, this whole evening has not been what I expected. No, this whole day. Actually, this whole day has been unexpected. Because the whole day. Literally the whole day, I got up at 4:30, which is earlier than I usually get up. I usually get up at 5 when my alarm goes off, but for some reason, I got up at 4:30. Then, when I got to work, the office was locked, so I just kind of wandered around over to the other office and back, waiting for the office to open. Then when I got back, I was like, I don't really know what I want to make for dinner. And then I saw a can of chili and was like, oh, we'll do chili. I wasn't expecting to have chili today. And then I was like, do I want to watch something? Or, I'll play Mario. I'll play Super Mario Sunshine instead. So then I went and played Super Mario Sunshine today too. Which I was not expecting to do, so. It's just been... And then here, I wanted to just switch out some textures. On some balls, I thought. This is what I thought I was going to be doing, but instead, it's not what I'm doing. I'm just waiting for loading bars again. Although, tomorrow I am not expecting to do game development. I'm expecting to do a retrospective on the jam. So I think that's a good, healthy thing to do. To make sure that, like, I am thinking about the previous projects and stuff. So, you know, much to the frustration of everybody involved, I will again not be working on the project that I said I was working on. This might also be why it's taken me forever to get any kind of fan base, because I just continue to do random nonsense that is not related to any other previous nonsense. And variety, I think, is a really great way to kill any kind of brand. I wanted the link to be a game, the page. You're not letting me. There's standard page, you goof. There we go. I think a little vaguely intentional to, like, not fully, I like variety too much. That I focus on variety, which, like I said, is kind of a brand poison, but... Yeah, it's one of those things, gun to my head, if I had to focus on one thing, be it... Well, and it would be streaming. If I had to focus on one thing even over game development, I think it would be streaming. But I think that's kind of like saying my favorite food is sandwiches. Because, like, well, okay, what all are you calling a sandwich? It's kind of cheating. There's just so much variety in that. Okay. Let's just hit publish and see what's goofed. But if I only had to make one type of game to, like, build a brand and stuff, what would be the one type of game I make? Or basically, if I had to stick to a genre, which genre would I stick to? I do think it would be roguelike, just because it gives you the opportunity to do procedural stuff and all that. Okay, and then that link goes there. And that link goes there. Okay. I do just have the years on these. I don't have the, like, actual... I guess it doesn't really matter exactly what month. Okay, well, that's one thing out of the way there. And it is another ad break. Yeah, and I'll probably just continue looking at my phone, lying down and looking at my phone. Also given up on replacing the ads on Twitch with a small preview because every time I make just some progress or something on Twitch, or the ad finds a different way to play, it's too random. Yeah, I thought I thought Twitch made it hard enough with the ad system that, like, yeah, because ad block is pretty good about blocking all sorts of everything, and it does not block Twitch ads for me. Also, hello. It's a slow day of doing nothing because I made poor decisions. I continue to make poor decisions. No, I got way too much candy the other day. And then I was eating a whole bunch of sour candy and getting fat off of it. And I finally just said, you know, no, okay, I'm gonna throw this in the trash and we're gonna take the trash out. Just get rid of it. Yes, it's a waste of money, but I'm like, my teeth are rotting out of my face because I'm eating too much sour candy and I'm getting fat. So I'm like, no, if you don't have the willpower, just get rid of it. It happens every time. I'm just like, I want a break. I want a sweet or a snack or something. And then instead of doing a healthy thing, like, I have frozen fruit in the freezer. I could make smoothies. I'm like, no, we're gonna get candy at the candy store or something. So, thank you for the hydrate. I even put on, like, cutesy music and everything, too. And then it's just the slow grumpiness coming back. It's a Monday. I can't be getting grumpy. The music is helping. I knew I shouldn't have done this. It just scared me. Or it was like, we're gonna destroy the project. I was like, okay, I'll copy it over. And I thought, you know, new computer might be able to do it a little faster, but Unity's just slow. That's the thing, too. It's like, it's slow and, like, way too many things attached to it. That just feels like me. It's like the other reason why I've been attached to Unity. It's just like, that just feels like a me kind of thing. Slow and bloated. Yeah, I just don't know how to use Godot. And now that this is... Let's see, what else can I do to kill time? So... Yeah, it is copying the whole folder and the library folder. So yeah, probably unnecessary, but... well, if it isn't the best game engine. It sounds like a couple of people know how to use Godot. So it's like, And now I have a community goal for remaking the game. So, like, would I want to remake it in Godot? If it is, in fact, the best engine. But... that whole... you taught me that the whole folder is auto-generated. You did say that, and then I went and deleted it, and then it went and destroyed the other project. So that's why I have multiple, like, version... I have 3 versions. Yeah, I have 3 versions of the... No, okay, this was a different project. But I have this copy because I deleted the library folder and then it didn't run the project again. So, unless I deleted the wrong thing, but this deleting this stuff in the library folder caused issues for me. Twitch didn't beat me in every way. I did write a one-liner droplet collector that automatically collects the 50 droplet bonus things. Okay. So... go check the library folder. I did run. Watched it running. It just had the same issue with the previous one. But it's really good. Don't know if you played it or heard of it, but it's called Dead by Daylight. Not only have I heard of it, I believe I have... No. I was gonna say a friend of mine, but I guess a college acquaintance, I think, has worked on Dead by Daylight. Or, I can't remember what studio he's working at. thought it was something like that. But yes, I've heard of Dead by Daylight. I have not played it. I think it's great that they finally did make a multiplayer horror game, but horror games are not really my thing. And multiplayer games are not really my thing. Which is funny, because I went and made my own multiplayer horror game, but... it also didn't, Man, there's so many projects I could go back to. Like I said, I think it'd be fun to do a progress jam. Go back and, hit me with the question marks on the, multiplayer horror game. Yeah, I tried doing a horror battle royale. Where you run around stabbing each other. There we go. But I never got the full, I got a funny trailer out of it, though. I love the trailer. The trailer is hilarious to me. So stupid. Makes me laugh every time. Oh, okay. Spent 320 droplets on a random emoji. That's what I got. Okay, I was kind of wondering. I was like, that's the, one of those behind the subscription emojis. I was all excited. I'm like, oh, wow, somebody, Well, okay, you at least spent some points to get it, though, so... Gotta farm those droplets. This was just such a dumb, bad idea. There's another evening lost. That's okay, though. I'm committed. As long as you're committed, you'll get there eventually. Success will be mine. It'll just take a very long time. Oh, back to the music. Well, then I don't know if that's what the question marks were about then. If you were just kind of spamming the random emoji that you got. Did it not say what the emoji was? It just kind of gave it to you? So. Like really new to Twitch, but how do you start a raid? Of course I won't raid right now. Slash raid, and then put in the name of the person you're trying to raid. I was like, if you're trying to start a raid for me, then you gotta have mod privileges to do that, but yeah, if you're trying to like raid me, that would be slash raid and then the name. I think there's a bunch of like slash whatever stuff that you can put in on Twitch that I don't know a lot of them. Announce blue, announce green, announce orange, I don't know why. Oh yeah, slash ban and unban. Oh, end poll. Wait. It's listing delete poll. And then end poll. Something about followers. Open a setup menu to create and manage a goal. Oh, I could just do slash goal. Unraid. Cancel an ongoing raid. How do you do a poll then? It said end poll and... Oh yeah, okay, I could do slash VIP, un-VIP. I would assume it would just be slash poll, but I'd see a delete poll. I don't see a... Am I gonna do something good with this stream or just waiting for it to copy? I'm just gonna wait for it to copy. Like I said, it's because I need to look up a tutorial. Because last time I looked at this, I was like, okay, this looks nice. It runs fast. I just didn't know how to do anything. I was like, how do I start this? yeah, it was just it looks nice and it looks easy to use. I just didn't know how to actually run the game or put anything inside of it or actually start using it. So there is a reason why I made the emote with a bunch of question marks, because I do say for maximum confusion a lot. I say like sort of catchphrase there. For maximum confusion. Along with God balls and whatever else. Yeah, it was stuff like this where I'm like, okay, I can create a box shape. And then I can have this node 3D, which I thought it was stuff in the scene maybe, but I guess not. And then my box shape is now gone, so... Yeah, and it's got shader editor just right there to mess with and stuff, so... run it with the play button on the top right, and for other stuff you'll need to add more nodes to the node tree. Yeah, that was the other thing. It's like, okay, it seems like I add more nodes here. Yeah, and it had stuff like multiplayer spawner and stuff. I'm like, all of this sounds really nice, really helpful, really cool. And then, yeah, like a 3D camera and stuff like that seems like a good idea. Has ever been defined as select one. This current scene is good. This is, yeah, this test node scene. Which may or may not have a camera in it, but... Oh, dislocated my leg and had to get it fixed, and that sucked. Oh man, I hope you're doing better. Dislocated your leg. And like they do the dislocate your shoulder or something in a movie, but like, oof. How do you, like, that sounds painful. That sounds awful. But like I said, I do hope you're feeling better. Dislocated your leg. I'm assuming you're not talking like a knee or something, but yeah. Point of view when you're locked in, glitch cat. I'm not familiar with that one either. Okay, so now I have a 3D camera. Well, that's, yeah, that would take a while to get used to. Yeah, it's just the like, okay, I don't know, I don't want to add it as a child to the camera though, right? I want to add, I gotta watch a basic Godot video first before I actually like commit to doing any of this. And I think I also need to just get some kind of grid attached to whatever project I make if I am trying to remake Plunk. That does need to have a grid of some kind. There's a raycast 3D, a skeleton. Yeah, it's add metadata. Yeah, and then it's stuff about creating nodes. No, that's okay. Yeah, I'm used to the flow in Unity, so looking at this is just kind of mostly incomprehensible to me. It's already 8:15. Holy God, this was not the right decision. At least I updated my portfolio. That's the one thing that I did. Also suggest starting on the Godot 2D to get used to nodes before doing 3D in Godot. Well, see, and that's what I did last time. Is I just kind of do a... Oh, I guess I can do a 2D scene too. Neat. Yeah, then a child scene is like, okay, that's odd. Animated sprite 2D. Which, see, does that sounds like some kind of object or something to me, but... Okay, sprite frames resource must be created or set in the sprite frames property in order to the animated 2D display frames. So why not add that for me if this is a default thing? Is that a metadata thing? Metadata being variables and stuff? I love all the colors. Now you can drag in the icon SVG to have something visible to do stuff with. Oh, okay. And this icon is called icon because it's an icon or because it is this icon a thing in Godot? Okay, wait, it was there. Add child node. It's a little face. Okay, a sprite 2D. They just called it icon. Well, that's nice. Okay, so then do I add some metadata to it, I guess? And rect 2? You have to call it something. Rect 2. I guess collisions, collider, something? It's valid, okay. So now it's got a metadata. Then I hit play. There is no camera though, right? So it's just gonna be a blank screen. Okay, I understood that at least. Yeah, okay, the file was titled icon. Yeah, okay, so it does pick it up off of whatever the icon, or whatever it's titled there. Yeah, this is one of those. Here I am not learning the fundamentals and just trying to suffer my way through doing a thing. I was watching that recent... Oh, bugger off. Okay, no, skip it. But what is Savannah XY, I think? That's not how you spell that. XYZ, I think. Yeah, person who does a bunch of 3D modeling in Blender and stuff did a video recently of like, here's my progression. Yeah, all of my art from baby to now. See, I feel like I'm still in this phase of art, is doing this kind of thing. Because somebody in the comments mentioned it's like, oh, what an upgrade once you learn the fundamentals. I feel like I just missed that step. Yeah, there, and then it's a bunch of art school sketches, and then suddenly it's all sorts of awesome looking 3D stuff. Just thought that was a really cool video. Press the play button that has the film thing behind it to play the current scene, or F6. Wait, you're saying the... Okay, press the play button that has the film thing behind it. Or you mean next to it? To play the current scene, or F6. Oh, save the scene before running. This is a 2D scene. Yeah, just save it as whatever it is. Yeah, okay. Run the current scene. Run specific scene. Oh, that's neat. You see, it's stuff like this where I'm like, okay, all this seems... Oh, mobile? There was... Web. Yeah, there's a web version for Godot, too. Yeah, it's just slowly turning into a Godot thing. I'm like, maybe we both... Did Brackies have... I know Brackies said, hey, I'm gonna be coming back and doing Godot, and then I don't know if he did much. Because it didn't give it to me. Yeah, there's this game that I also think... Because they have a... I'm just all sorts of everywhere now at this point. Oh, 2 months ago. Yeah, okay, so he did... So he's not cranking through videos necessarily, but... Yeah, here's a game that's doing a somewhat similar idea. And I think they have a publisher on this one. Which is also making me think like, yeah, no, maybe there's a possibility that if I actually make a game, there would be some interest. Oh, don't need the camera yet. Also, I just need to watch your tutorial first, I think. Not not have... I mean, no shade thrown at anybody, but I think learning to use the engine based off of messages from Twitch chat is not the way to do it. Yeah, this thing's more factory game, though. It's factory game, but also has, like, place a bunch of items to make a musical machine. Yeah, this is just a layer of weird on this game that... Yeah, I just want to strip it down to just an abstract game. Much more mobile game inspired. Well, that's the... Okay, that I can... So, yeah, I was gonna say, this is the camera? Yes, this is the camera. Meaning this sprite is not on in the camera. So now it is. Is there a way to preview that or no? Or not? Yeah, which is why I feel like I just need to watch a tutorial. Does this tell me the position? Position smoothing? Okay, that's at that position. So if I move that, does this tell me what position this is at? But yeah, okay, F6 to... You're saying this is the preview? Oh, now it's on the camera view. Was it just because it was directly on the camera? That's not directly on the camera either, but... Huh, okay. Can I attach physics to it? I know I attached what I assume was some kind of collider to it, but... A transform 2D, a vector 3D, a vector 4? Neat. But no, it doesn't look like it's as simple as just a slap in physics on there, but... Transform 3D? I don't know what a projection is, either color. So then, can I change the color of it? Color. Naturally, the first thing I gravitate to is like, let's just... Oh, that's a pretty set of colors. Peach, I like peach. It didn't really seem to do much, but... You can add a script to your icon, then you can have it do stuff, and the icon wasn't there because your default scene is in 3D. Oh, so that was played and pressing the normal button. Okay, before you were running the default scene, which had nothing to do with it. Don't worry about the metadata. It's not needed for beginners. Okay, so this is not, in fact, how you attach any extra stuff to this thing. It just keeps popping up with here's stuff you can mess with. Texture, material, color, a new shader material, canvas item material, sure. And then does that add it from somewhere? I just need to watch a tutorial if I'm gonna do this. Haven't even touched metadata yet? Okay. I proceeded to immediately dig into the wrong thing entirely. Attach a script. There's the attach a script. I see that. Oh, what does this even open if I try to do, like, opening a script? GD script. I guess a Godot script then? I'm just so... Oh, okay, I guess it just opens it in Godot. Well, that's neat. Yeah, not necessary. Okay. Also, it's 8:30, and I'm assuming everybody's getting close to bed, and I'm just sitting here doing a whole bunch of nothing. I thought I was at least gonna... Oh, I guess I should hit the button on upgrading the other project to a... Oh, and then I closed Unity anyway. I did, absolutely, yeah. Oh, haven't touched a GD script yet. Did everything with C#. Okay, so I guess I just missed the thing for... Like I said, don't save that. Back into... Oh, my 2D scene. Wait, go back. This one, the 2D scene. There we go, the 2D scene. And then you now have a script. Okay, so now we want to do a new script. Attach a script. I want to make a new script. Oh, that's why I did GD script, because I didn't see a C# thing. So I guess I just didn't understand how to do that. I mean, I like how this looks. I like all the options it has, but it's not intuitive to me. Oh, C# is only in specific Godot builds. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know which version of Godot this is. I don't see a... I minimized the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Bring it back. I got scared. I didn't want the menu, and I just minimized it instead of closing it. There we go. That's also not what I wanted. There we go. I don't need that. Then I can hit help. Then I can hit about Godot. Then I can hit 4.4.1 .stable.official with that nonsense on the end there. Separate download for the C# editor. Okay. Oh, and then also I don't have any music going either. But I was also like, if there's people, we could just raid and call it quits too. Oh, wait. Maybe I did want to make sure that I started the upgrade this. Oh, and then the ball looks all weird and stretched because I did stupid stuff. Okay. The render pipeline converter. Just everybody. I think. And then it says 0 of 0 selected. Oh, built into... I never remember how this works or what this does. It's just I wanted to use the universal render pipeline, and then it proceeded to not have it, despite the fact I'm like, I don't know how I goofed up all of this. It's so very bad. Oh, and now it's lagging out everything entirely. Great. Wow. Is it? Okay, somehow I can see that the microphone is still picking up, but nothing else is. Okay, but now Unity's running. Oh, okay, huh? Did you crash this? What? It crashed every other application that was running. Or maybe it crashed the stream? It says the microphone is still going. What the heck? And Unity is going now. Oh, I can click on stuff in OBS. I have no clue what this looks like. Is the stream still up? Is it, am I still exist? I didn't realize clicking that button was going to explode literally everything. Jeepers. Oh, okay, so it did crash everything. And then because I clicked on them, they went away. Wild. Okay, well then, if everything's gonna explode and this is gonna... So did it convert? Okay, wait, because it looks... Because on OBS here... Okay, wait, if I go back to the stream... Yeah, okay, that... Is or is not... Yeah, okay, that's... Somehow Unity is working, but then on OBS, I don't see anything reflected. OBS has everything frozen, but I can still click on it. Okay, while everything is still sort of semi-functioning... Yeah, okay, stream exists. Stream still exists. And there seems to be some people here. Let's go raid before it falls apart any further. Okay. I guess I'll look at my own stream to see if it's still running. Okay, it is in fact still running. But OBS itself is crashed on my side. Visually. Wild. Okay. Well, that was a day. I had a day. Oh, bugger off with the ads. Are you fluffing kidding me? Right now? Really? And then I hit dismiss. Is that actually going to let me dismiss the ads? Or is it actually running? So if I look at this, is it running ads? Or did it dismiss them? I can't tell if it's dismissed the... Don't tell me it's running ads right now. Okay, well, I guess I could see who's doing what. Joel Jab is doing art, I suppose. Adagon is doing some software and game development. There's some software and game development here. More software and game development. Everybody's doing something. Everybody's doing cool stuff. Okay, well, we'll go right over here if this is still functioning. If you're fine with Python script, then GD script should be totally fine. But if you need your stuff, then you can... Most stuff can be relatively easily one-to-one be translated to C#. Okay. Gonna go bed after the raid, yeah. That's also what I'm doing here. Even though it's 8:30, but I did wake up oddly early for some reason.
Get deleted. And
It's kind of funny, because I think I was watching this character get modeled the last time I popped into the stream, but looks like it might be armor pieces this time instead of the character modeling. But okay, and I'm expecting things to move and do stuff, but nothing's functioning, so... and then I can hit the button, and then yap. Wow. I got so much nothing done. But that's okay. And then tomorrow I could just work on a presentation about how not to do GMTK as well. Okay.
Gonna bring this down until those aren't.
But yeah,
used
I'll be
anymore,
back tomorrow
and that
talking
should
about
be
the
good.
GTK jam and what didn't work. Because not a lot did
So
work,
there, and the
just like
normals, I
today.
think, are
Okay,
all kinds
goodbye,
of
good night.
screwy, but
Thanks
we
for
can
stopping
check.
by. I guess not. In some cases, have fun sleeping. Bye.
If I can remember, we can check. There we go. Yeah,
Also,
that's what I thought here.
bye.
Ooh. Oh, that's extra screwy. Ooh. Okay, okay. Oh, hello. Oh, also that's bad and reversed. I didn't notice that. I gotta fix that. Gnomeable, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. How are your days going? Friend, it is wonderful. It is wonderful to have you here. And everyone popping in from Gnomeable stream, welcome. I hope that you're having a great day. Oh, they're all backwards too. Wow, everything's backwards. I can fix that. How are you doing? What were you up to today? What were you streaming? I mean, if you want to hang out. If you got to head out, totally get it. I know at the end of my streams, I'm usually like, and I got to go. So, if you want to stay for a second, how are you? Normals, flip. There we go. And now I need to go in and flip all of these normals. And then I'm going to make everything blue. So we go and select these faces and not quite what I was thinking. No. There we go. Okay. Just gotta go in and I think select them by hand, but that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Actually, I can do it like this. Odd that it grabbed those other ones, but I'll take it.